Hello and welcome to my Blender to Unity Tower Defense game tutorial, and in this part we're going to take a little sidestep here and talk about something that I basically showed you how to fix in one of my other tutorials, but I've brushed over it as part of the larger walkthrough, and I've had a couple of questions about how I did it, so I thought I'd do something specific to how I fixed the Blender to Unity FBX rotation and scale issue. So let me give you a quick demonstration of what I'm talking about here. Here we have our perfectly rotated and scaled Blender model, and if I just do File, Export to an FBX file, I've actually loaded it into a Unity model folder already, so it's ready to go. So I'll just click Export FBX, and if I spin up Unity now, that model will appear. I'll just delete that one actually, okay, and just show you this one here. You can see that actually what it's done is it's pointing down, it's not pointing forward anymore. And there's this weird thing here, just keep an eye on this file scale of 0.01. So what it's actually going to do when you bring it in is it's going to point it in the wrong direction, and it's going to scale. It's going to come in at 100th of its size. Now if I just drag that in, you'll say, well, it's not 100th of its size, it's actually looking okay, and it is, because it's done a couple of things. It's rotated on the x-axis minus 90, and it's scaled everything up by 100. Now for me that's stupid. What it should really be is 0, 0, 0 and 1, 1, 1. These can be 0. I think these are, that's fine. And let's just press F. Then just press F. There we go. It'll come back up. Yeah. So we really do not want to see a rotation of minus 90 and a scale of 100, 100, 100. So let's do the following. We're going to go into the that folder there, and I'm just going to delete everything that Blender exported. Okay, if I go in here, it's probably going to be gone. Yeah, and just delete it there. And if I go back into Blender, I'm going to do a rotate x minus 90 on that object there, and just make sure I do Control A, rotation and scale. Okay, so this again should be showing scale 1, 1, 1, 1, 1 there. Scale 1, 1, 1, rotation 0, 0, 0. And then we'll export the file again. Export FBX. Make sure it's in the folder that you want it to be. Click on Export FBX. Now if we go into Unity, okay, let's have a quick peek. You can see it's fine here. Now what Unity is going to do is it's going to say, yeah, but you probably didn't want it like that. You probably wanted it rotated on the x minus 90. Quickly press F, so it comes up. So it's actually rotated it again for you. So what you can do is actually set that to 0, like that. So now that's pointing in the right direction. Okay, that's a good start. But it's still got this 100, 100, 100. And the way to fix that is if we go back into this into the models folder that I exported the FBX file to, you'll see that every time a new file or folder gets created, Unity creates these meta files. Okay, fbx.meta, and that effectively says how Unity should handle that file or folder. So what I use is Notepad++. This is a text file. You can't load it into Notepad because it contains Unix new line characters. So it will Notepad won't show you. It'll just be one almighty great big long line. But if you drag in something like Notepad++ or TextPad or your favourite decent text editor. And we spin down here, you'll see this one here that says use file scale. Okay, what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to set that to 0, and then just do just press escape and then do Control S. Okay, now if we go back into Unity, we can see suddenly it's disappeared, and that's because it is massive, I think, because it's now taken it. There we go, it's huge. So what we need to do is now just click here, click on Reset, and then press F to focus it, and you can see that we have a nice clean transform. Its position is irrelevant because obviously that will change to where you want to put it, but the rotations are all on 0 and the x's are all on XYZ on the scale are all 1, 1, 1, and forward is this direction. Scaling on the y-axis will rotate it sort of around, which is probably the way you want to do it. Let's just show you that. Yeah, you can rotate that around the Y like that. So this is exactly what we want. So I hope that's helped you understand at least how I fix it, and maybe you can do this going forward. Then what you'll probably want to do is pop this into a prefabs folder so that you don't have to reset this every time. For me, this is a bug or some sort of weird legacy fix that Unity's doing. I am happy to receive comments on how I'm getting this entirely wrong and this is what you should be doing, Richard, but this is how I'm fixing it, and I hope it's useful useful to you. I won't be talking about how I did it in future videos, as this was obviously the one that's explaining it all. So hopefully you've seen this. I may even put a link to this just in case people aren't clear. So I hope that makes sense. Please like, subscribe and comment. I love comments. I'll try and respond to you. All the best now. Thank you. Bye bye.